We gave each other some good looks.
Noah, was hat gesagt?
Will die Welt vernichten.
Yes, anyways, how does it make you feel to be cast as the gene pool for humanity? Like, you're the ancestors of every one of us here.
It feels great. It feels great. That's a tough question.
Feels good. Feels good.
Yeah, no, when we were doing the film, I didn't think too much about that aspect of things. I focused more on the, the humanity behind everything and what this family was going through, and yeah, I was concentrating more on the drama than the thought of what would happen afterwards. That's for the sequel.
I focused a lot on the gene pool thing.
You did?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Part of the method acting.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, wow.
I was very curious to see what Darren's telling of the story would be like. It's something that he's been passionate about for many years, and I thought he would have a really interesting take on it.
Well, the story is that when I was 13 years old, I was in 7th grade, and I had a very great teacher. And she told everyone, take out a paper and pen and write something about peace. And I ended up writing a poem about Noah. And it ended up winning a contest for the UN. I ended up reading it at the UN. I won a contest in writing, so it kind of changed my thought of what I could possibly do. And then when I made Pi and I got to Los Angeles, I just started to think about how to make a film out of Noah.
Bedenke nur, wählte dich nicht ohne Grund.
Entert die Arche!
Can you tell us more about a thing we heard that filming was delayed because of a flood?
Well, Hurricane Sandy. I'm not sure you guys got that covered here, but huge hurricane hit New York 15 months ago called Hurricane Sandy, and shut us down for a while. It knocked out all electricity in South Manhattan, and big parts of New York were blacked out. So it was hard because, a lot of our crew lost homes and stuff, and then a week later to come back on set was really challenging and hard, but we got through it.
Because I wouldn't want to die in a giant flood either, and
Of course not.
Yeah. So was that did that help you in your performance? Or?
Yeah, I think so. As I've said, it's on page it's the bad guy, but we all have an instinct for survival. You're quite right. But he's got this thing of looking after his tribe as well. His people, humanity in a way, and for me that was the driving force. There's some good in this guy as well. It depends how you look at it.
You both were given very emotional parts, I must say. Like, I think you're the most relatable character, to me, and you're the most, emotional character with the love plotline. Was that something you focused on more, or was it just the aspect of surviving on the arc?
Both, I think.
Yeah.
Both were key. It was the surviving on the arc kind of drove it. Once lots of people think this, I imagine lots of people will think the story begins and ends when the flood comes, but most of the drama happens when the flood has started, and that survival and having to survive on there kind of drives that drama. It's like a pressure cooker. It becomes so intense. And
you've worked with Emma Watson before. Did you expect to see her again at the apocalypse?
To be honest, I assume people don't work, most of the time, people don't cast, people to work together in such a short period of time again, and it was really cool to be able to work with her again in such a short period of time. And also, we had such different our subplots, our storylines did not intersect really at all. We barely had any work together.
She runs after you one time.
Yeah, and that's about it. We had a scene at the end. That was the only time we interacted. Really.
I think there's quite a lot of interaction between you two. Is the scene still in the movie when you? I don't want to give anything away, but at the end when you have...
But that's it, really. That's the only time we really talk. Everything else that I have is really with Tubal, Kane, and Russell.
Yeah, but I feel like your characters have quite a strong bond. She cares about you deeply.
Yeah, we gave each other some good looks.
There's one scene where Noah talks to his wife, and it's about that there's good and bad in everyone. And I kind of connected it to the 7 deadly sins. If you had to choose one that applies to you, which one of the sins would it be?
A sin?
Yes, one of those.
I'm flawless.
Corruption of power.
Yeah, gluttony probably.
Yeah, gluttony for me. Like, I immediately thought of the really obese man in Seven, and I was like, that's me.
So far, all three pretty much apply pretty well to me.